Well, a group opposing Governor Sisolak's mask mandate is now voicing frustration over an ordinance that regulates flags at protests. 13 Action News reporter Jeremy Chen spoke with the group's co-founder and is live now at the Clark County Administrative Building. Jeremy.
Yeah, Jackie, the group's leader pretty much says he feels it's an infringement on their rights, while Clark County says this is all a misunderstanding and that the ordinance is meant to keep people safe at a protest.
Cars are honking as protesters gather on the corner of Sunset and Eastern, protesting the mask mandate. It's a rally that happens around once a week, but this time they're adding their frustration over an ordinance regulating flags at protests.
It's like if you tell people that they can drive their cars, but banning their tires. It's a little hard to drive your car, so a proper waving of a flag is pretty impossible depending on the size with the ordinance in place.
Ian Bain is a co-founder of Mask Nevada and says Metro Police warned his group at a recent rally the waving of large flags could violate county ordinances. He thought it meant banning the waving of the American flag.
They've carefully crafted a way to effectively and constructively ban the waving of the American flag.
Clark County officials say there is a misunderstanding of how the ordinance is being interpreted. Clark County Commissioner Michael Naft stressing the anti-mask group's claims are not the case in a PSA.
I can assure you that there is absolutely no law that restricts your right to wave the American flag or any other flag.
Under Clark County's ordinance, which was passed in June of 2018, there are limits to the thickness of metal or plastic poles for flags, banners, and placards to 3/4 of an inch during protests. It's one of the restricted items county officials feared could be used as weapons.
In past protests, these larger poles and boards have become weapons to hurt officers and citizens alike.
Bain says he would like to see NAFT put language in the ordinance specifically exempting the American flag from restrictions. He says there are already rules in place to dealing with unruly actors.
Well, if there's a violent, unruly mob, the Constitution does not protect them. The Constitution protects peaceful assembly.
Now, the group's co-founder says that they will continue to have rallies to protest the governor's mask mandate, and they will have flags of whatever size as far as the poles in order to send their message. They also wanted to say that they had no incidents involving Metro Police regarding them waving their flags or anything to do with flags at their today's rally. Jeremy Chen, 13 Action News.